Hi everyone, my name is Sam. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notification when I post a new video. Also, please share it with your friend or anyone you think that it will benefit this content. I also have created similar videos with my chat with ChatGPT. There's a video about how you can improve your or boost your Excel skills using ChatGPT. Please check out that video. There's also a video about how you can use ChatGPT to paraphrase. There's a grammar ChatGPT video where how you can improve on your grammar or let ChatGPT check it. And there's a bunch of other related content in that video as well. So please check it out. But in this video, I'll talk about how you can use ChatGPT to write a book. Or if you have any idea about a book, you can definitely come here and then have a conversation with ChatGPT to see if to get some ideas on how you can get started on that process. So here I'm going to start with. My book idea. Well, it's not a book idea. This is just an example, but let's get started. So I'm going to be like, hey, uh, I want to write a book about four siblings, three uh, boys and a girl. Okay, let's see. So I asked ChatGPT, I want to write a book about four siblings, three boys and a girl. So here is the idea that they're coming from ChatGPT. So it sounds like the great idea. Here are some of the tips to help you get started. So let's see the tips. It says that start by developing your character. What are their names, ages, personalities, and relationship with each other? Create a plot that brings siblings together. It could be a family crisis, a journey, or a shared goal. Share the dynamics between the siblings. How do they interact with each other? Do they get along, or are there conflicts? Use dialogue to reveal the character, personalities, and relationships. Consider the settings and the time period in which your story takes place, and revise, edit, rewrite as necessary to make sure that a story is well structured and compelling and engaging. So, finally, don't be afraid to seek feedback from beta reader or writing groups to help you improve your manuscript. Okay, so these are some of the ideas that you are getting from ChatGPT. So let's see. I want to say that one of the siblings is not well liked. So now I'm kind of introducing the characters to the book. First, I said there are four siblings, and now I'm saying like, hey, out of the four siblings, one of the sibling is not well liked. Let's see how ChatGPT respond to that. So let's see what the does the idea changes or anything like that or no. So let's see. So it's saying that if one of the sibling is not well liked, it can add an interesting dynamic to your story. Here are a few ways you can incorporate this into your plot. So explore the reasons why the sibling is not well liked. It is due to their personality, action, or past behavior. Show the impact of siblings' unpopularity on the family dynamic. How do other siblings react to them, or are they resentful or sympathetic? So use the unpopular sibling as a catalyst for conflict within the family. So the sibling may cause trouble, well, the sibling may cause trouble, or family may struggle to come to term with their behavior. Consider the possibility of siblings redemption arc. So these are some of the ideas that you can do with that one sibling that is not well liked. So these are all good ideas. So these are all the questions that you should be answering or could answer in your book. So whenever you're writing or reading a book, you're kind of looking for answers of the questions that you have as a reader. But as a writer, you want to make sure that you have very good questions that a reader is asking, and you are answering those questions because that's what interests the reader. So if you already know the answer as a reader, why would you read a book if you already know the answer? So you kind of ask some difficult dynamic questions, maybe put some suspense in it, so the reader is more interested in to find out, hey, so what happened to this family, or why is this like this, and things like that. Okay, so let's ask on how the uh, writing process works. uh, how the writing process works until you publish the book. So now, if you don't know the process and how it works, so let's find out. So the writing process can be very depending on the author and the type of the book, but generally it involves several steps. So idea generation, this is where author comes up with the concept of the book, whether it is a plot, a character, or a theme. So you need to have an idea on, of course, so what do you want to write a book about, and then outlining the author creates a outline of the story, which can include a breakdown of the plot, characters, and scenes. And then the first draft is the author write the first draft of the book, which often more focus on getting the story down on paper than on polishing writing. So first, it's saying that sort of create a sketch on what story you want to write, and then revision. The author goes back to the manuscript, make revision, address issues such as plot, characterization, pacing, and style. And then editing. The author works with the editor who review the manuscript, provide feedback and suggestion for the revisions. So proofreading, the author and the editor carefully read and manuscript and catch any remaining errors in the grammar, spelling, and punctuation. And of course, publishing. So publishing, one of the manuscript is final. Once the manuscript is finalized, the author can choose to self-publish or submit their book to a publisher. If they choose to submit, they may have to go through a process: query letter submission, and agent representation. If the book is accepted by publisher, the author will work with the publisher on file editing, cover design, and printing, distribution. And then marketing is after the book is published, the author may need to take steps to promote it, such as through book signing, reading, and social media campaign. So keep in mind that the process may vary gently depending on the author, the type of the book, or whether the author is self-publishing or going through a traditional publisher. So of course, now with the age of technology, there are two types of publishing. One of them is self-publishing, and whether one of them is a traditional publisher. So if you want to save on money, well, save on time, and you don't want to go through this entire long process, you can do self-publish. We can ask it how can I self-publish a book. So most of the new writers or creators kind of go through self-publishing. They can self-publish it through Amazon or some of the other online platforms that kind of provide. Okay, so here are some of the platforms we asked on how you can self-publish. So self-publishing a book can be a great way to get your work onto the world, and there are several ways to do it. So ebook platform websites such as Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing, Kobo Writing Life, and Barnes and Noble Press allow you to upload your book as an ebook and make it available for purchase on their platform. I think they kind of charge some sort of a fee. So every time you sell a book, they kind of get a percentage of that book. I think that's how it works. And then print on demand service such as Create Space owned by Amazon, Lulu, Blurb. Uh, okay, so these are mostly okay. So service such as Create Space. Okay, so these are print on demand. So these are if you want to sell your book in a hard copy, so you have print on demand service. And then traditional print publishing, you can also choose to print your book through a traditional printer and then distribute it yourself through bookstores, online retailers, and your own website. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. Social media platforms. Some authors use social media platform like Instagram, Twitter as the way to share their work with a larger audience, and also use it as a way to build a fan base. Interesting. So, regardless of the method you choose, there are a few things you should keep in mind. So, formatting, make sure your book is properly formatted to the platform or a service you're using. That's very true. You can't have the same book or the same, you can't publish the same book in all different formats. They have to be formatted according to the way you want to publish it. Cover design. So, a good cover design can help your book stand out. And has potential reader. And then marketing, just as with traditionally published books, self-published books need to be marketed and promoted. And then editing, professional editing will make your book more polished and potential. Okay, so in this, if you're self-publishing, you won't have an editor. So if you are publishing by a publisher, then I think they edit it. I think that's what it says in the beginning. And then legal matter, be sure to secure the right to any images or other material that include in your book, and consult with a lawyer if you have any question about copyright or other legal issues. So, yeah, copyright thing is you have to be very, very careful, because if you have any copyright matters, you can be sued for that. And yeah, so we got to be careful with copywriting. And then at the end, it says self-publishing can be a great way to get your work out into the world, but it requires a lot of work and dedication. Make sure you have a clear idea of what you want to achieve and what you're willing to put into it before you start the process. Okay, so these are some good ideas. If you are thinking about writing a book or you have an idea, you can definitely use these ideas to start writing on the process. I think ChatGPT is a great resource. It has potential to be even better in the future, but right now it is a great resource or a resource. Yeah. I think this is it for this video. If you have not seen my other videos related to ChatGPT, please check it out. There's a video about how you can get started with ChatGPT, how you can create a free account, start your communication with ChatGPT. It's a live demo. Please check it out. And then there's another video about how you can boost your Excel skills. If you don't know anything about Excel or formulas and you want to learn, ChatGPT is a great resource. You don't have to look for a specific formula. You just give your problem, like, hey, this is what your problem. ChatGPT kind of gives you the solution for it. There's a video on that, so please check it out. I also have a video about how you can use ChatGPT to paraphrase things. So if there's an article or a book that you have to read, but you are too lazy to do it, you can use ChatGPT to paraphrase that for you. You check out my video, you'll see how it's pretty easy. And then there's also video about a grammar check, so you can use that as well on if you're writing a paper and you want to get ideas from ChatGPT on how, or if you're doing good, or if there are any mistakes in the paper. There's a video on that, so please check it out. Yeah, and this is it for this video. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so you get notification when I post a new video. Also, please like this video if it was helpful to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.